What do we go
I wouldn't
top?
tell Chris about it. I wouldn't say that to Chris. But.
How are we doing on time? I don't know if it's because I'm blind. Someone's supposed to be over here flagging me. We're all good? Okay. Up there.
Hi there. I've been a huge fan. I started watching when I was really little, far too young to probably should have been started watching. So I was really scared by the X-Files a lot. There were a lot of scary episodes for me. And I'm just wondering, what were some of your most scariest episodes, or the ones that scared you the most?
Well, you ever personally scared?
We talked about Home. Home is one of the freakiest ones I think we did.
One of the moments that scared me the most was going on set when Chris was directing an episode and I couldn't remember my lines and he was getting really irritated. I was like, I'm so sorry, Chris.
And you got a complicated relationship with Chris Carter.
Oh, don't we all?
I got one. I think it was called Demon I can't remember.
BG Mermaid.
I can't remember the goddamn title. Pardon me. But it was the one we were shooting when 9/11 happened, and it was about a demonic
Thing.
demonic possession of a body. A guy was demon. You know, he had a demon. It was weird. It was evil. It was an evil episode to be shooting. Demonic possession. An evil episode to be shooting during 9/11. I found it very dark and it was just too ironic. It was weird. I didn't like it. No, I'm being very sincere. I'm not being funny.
It's not
For real.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny, John Dyer.
Can I ask all of you, or any of you, obviously X-Files has an incredibly long, complicated, plot-heavy, intense story to get through. Did you need to be like prepped occasionally at different parts of the series? Like, wait, who is this guy again? Part of what conspiracy?
No, we didn't give a crap by that.
It's a self-contained moment. Like you had.
I mean, we had no time. There was no time. There was no time to know anything. There was only time, barely, to memorize lines and try and figure out. At the beginning, I was researching everything and looking up every word and all this kind of stuff. And then there was a certain point where I just not anymore.
It was just a matter of trying, as you know, people ask me, they go, well, you know, during this scene, what were you thinking? Because it looked like there was so much going on in your head, and I was trying to remember my lines. And that was a lot of what my characterization was doing.
Most of the time is, you know, if the intention is right in a scene, and you're a decent enough actor, you can get people to believe what you're doing.
Oh, we want to believe. Yeah.
Do you remember? When Chris put himself in that scene with us?
At the table.
First season, right?
Is that right? Chris put himself in a scene with Jill and I, and it was funny because he'd written a certain number of lines for himself, and as we progressed through shooting it, he was really having a hard time getting the dialogue out. So he would keep cutting his lines with each take to the point where I think he ended up saying like one word. It was like after every take, Gillian and I would kind of look at each other and just kind of like, it was like we were really stifling laughter. But he was so nervous, doing it.
I watched that episode in prep, and like.